You know, just being out here in the woods, just observing the area. I'm actually up on top of the forest road, on top of one of the smaller mountains out here in my research area. And you know, what I'm actually doing, this ain't Bigfooting. This is enjoying the view, the environment. I mean, just looking into the woods. Have you ever just stopped on the side of the road and just to take it all in, just to stare around the woods, look at the mountaintops and all around here? It's beautiful. I mean, nice cool fall morning. I mean, it's like you can feel the coolness. It's beautiful. I mean, what better time to be out here is there? I mean, it's beautiful out here. I'm in a t-shirt and it feels so nice out here right now. Yeah, there's a little bit of rot in this tree. You can hear water running and gushing down below. You might be able to see a little bit of the mountain ridges in the distance. Turkey's right in the woods right there. I see 3 of them. Yeah, I see 3 hens. They're going a little further in. They're taking their time. Well, I'm going to attempt to cross here somehow. My feet will most likely get soaking wet. I usually cross here in this spot, but the water's not this high and running that fast. All the creeks and streams up here got a lot of high flow. The forest road going up the other way where I wanted to go to check out a certain spot, the road was washed out. And it had a lot of water running over the road. And I was not going to attempt it with my van. That's why I missed my Chevy Blazer. So I'm actually looking up and down, see if there's a better spot to cross, which is if I work the bank down here, I see a good opportunity down here where the stones actually extend out a good part of the stream right here. The stream runs into, this is actually normally just a small stream, which is flowing like more of a creek, into the bigger stream that runs into the river. So, and a lot of this is, believe it or not, this is just one of many that come off the mountains around here. This is a little bit larger one, but it's a lot of spring-fed streams that come through here, that come out of the mountain. So, I don't know. See what happens here. Okay, I made it on the other side. I was able to come down right there and step down low to that bottom stone there and hop over, and I still got my feet soaking wet. I mean, I had an idea that I was going to do that. This ain't my first time. Did we have something step there? Look at that. Maybe, or is it just part of the washout? Look at this. What we got here? I don't know. Could be an old bear track washed out. The bears come down to the creek to drink, just like every other animal. All right. This area back here, for those who've never seen me come back to this area, this is a very special area. This is across from where I camp. This is where we've had numerous activity come out of. All the encounters we've had, the vocalizations, the tree knocks, everything comes from out of this very area right here, because they come down here. There's creeks and streams. The deer come down here, and it's well wooded. They're well hidden in here. Everything they need is in here. And yes, keep in mind, there's a lot of bears that roam this area. I'm just going to do some scouting around. Definitely appears that no one's been in this area for quite a while. Alright, we're going to work our way up this area and check it out, see if there's anything new. I have found tracks in this area before, and that's what we're going to look for. Smells kind of minty in here. Everything's wet, and I just almost walked into a big cobweb, spider web, whatever. Oh yeah, if there's anything that's been through here, anything heavy enough, we're gonna pick up tracks because the ground's soft and wet. I have a good feeling there's something. We're gonna find something. Holy moly! Look at that! Look at that! 1, 2, 3. All right, I definitely got to take a picture of that. I find that very interesting. Meanwhile, I'm trying to watch the ground for tracks. Here's a wet, muddy spot down there. Let's go ahead and take a picture. Stay tuned. I found myself facing another challenge. You can hear the water right here. But it's the other side that I want to get to. I mean, I'm finding some awesome stuff in here. Some of this stuff is old and a lot of it's down from the weather. But I'm finding some stuff or viewing or seeing some stuff that looks like it's got some serious potential that I want to cross the stream again. And it's a lot deeper here, a lot wider. So I'm facing a much tougher challenge here than I did earlier. So, like I said, this area all around here and just up beyond here, I know it's got some potential because I am, you know, I came up Old Logging Road, came in the woods here. I actually found a couple tracks, and walking along in the creek bed right through here, as you can see in the lower part, I was able to walk along the creek bed and come around this way. Found a couple of bear tracks. I know the bears work these creeks and streams all the time. So yeah, there's a challenge right there. I'm studying the stream, preparing to get my feet wet again. And then like I said, I see some serious stuff over there. There's a couple things I'm not so sure about till I get a closer look, but it appears that it may be some possible teepee structures over there. We're gonna go try to get a good look, see if it is, and I'm gonna keep looking for tracks. Like I said, I found a few tracks and a couple of bear tracks. So it's beautiful out here. Yeah, when the water's flowing, that's the only challenge that's really out here. I mean, the terrain, you got a lot of fallen debris, you know, a few obstacles to work around. It's all part of being in the woods, man. Just go with it. I've crossed streams since I was a little kid, deeper than this. The woods is my playground, seriously. I'm not afraid of being out here. Been out in the woods since I was a little kid, doing some crazy stuff out here. Not in this woods, but you know, I grew up in the woods in general. So. All right, well, let's get off here and try to get ourselves across the road here. Across the stream, excuse me. Ain't no roads in the woods here. Yeah, like I said, I see some potential. Let's go look for it. Tell you what, I am definitely not getting any younger. I need to just get out here enough because, let me see. From right there, I was standing right there, and there's very few stones in the middle. I did one big leap right there. The next one was to hug this tree right here. All right. Once I landed from there, I jumped and leaped to grab this and swung myself around, and still managed to get my feet wet. Like I said, this ain't the first time. This ain't my first rodeo. Comes with the territory, ladies and gentlemen. Comes with the territory. Wow, now I can get a closer look at what I want to see. Over here, over from the other side, looked very promising. It may not even be nothing, but we're going to get a close look. We're going to go check this out. Again, I see potential here. It just may not be nothing. Very interesting. We're going to go, I'm going to snap a few photos here and post them up later, as you guys will probably see. You guys will probably see the photos before the video. So, it's all good. You guys draw your own conclusions, because a lot of this out here is weather. I see a couple bowed over trees. Keep in mind, folks, some of these trees grow like this. Some trees are forced to be bowed over. What forces them? Wildlife, like bears, for example. Over the period of time, the sunlight. So a lot of trees, when they bow and they start to bend, they're reaching for sunlight. Trees will do that. Oh my goodness, I wish I could pause the sound of that stream flowing, because I'm hearing something out here. I wish I could shut that stream off right now, because I just heard something. I don't know what I'm hearing, but it's got my attention. Ladies and gentlemen, they just might be around. They might be watching me. So right up there is real thick up there. I'm looking at a lot of thickness up there. Anyway, let's get a move on here and get up on this higher ground, and then we'll walk our way up there and see if we can find anything up there. Alright. Stay tuned. Alright, we're crossing again. Here's another area. We're about to take one big giant leap for mankind here in Sasquatch territory. Because once I get up over across this creek here, go through the woods, there's actually a hidden field back here in the woods. There's actually a couple of them. Alright, I'll be back. This here is the other smaller field. Every now and then, I haven't been up here in a while, but I like coming up and checking these small open hidden fields. See, it's got this old log road here. It's all grown in. But during the hunting season, you got the hunters that will work their way in here if they have access to it. If they're not afraid to get their feet wet like I did. Or maybe they got waterproof boots on. And these hiking shoes I got on, they're not waterproof. Oh, I got a big spider web I'm trying to go through here. There we go. But further down, when I started off on this is where I found some tracks. So definitely checking the ground out right here. The deer come down here, because I've had trail cameras set up through here, and I've had a few deer show up on the camera. I've had hunters pass through. Whoa, some of these spider webs, they are hard to see. They're definitely hard to see until you walk right up on them. That's why I'm glad I got my hiking stick with me. Well, out here in this specific area, I do wish I had phone service. So, you know, there's a lot of times I like to show people while I'm live the areas I'm in. That way, if they have any questions about the area, I'll be more than glad to answer to the best of my ability. Because, I mean, I know this area so well. I mean, that's why I come through here every so often. I come in different parts of my research area to check for changes and anything new. And lately, a couple of the areas I've been visiting have not let me down. I mean, I've been finding signs of tracks and you know, a lot of wildlife signs. Look right here. I know you can't really make that out, but that's a bear. Look at that flat impression. That's bear. Here's another one right here. Heel, toes. That's a nice size looking bear right there. I know the camera does not do much justice, but I tell you what, I know my bear tracks. That's a decent sized bear. Bears love this area. There's plenty for them to eat. Berries, so forth. But yeah, there's you take your time and look around, you'll find another trail. You'll find tracks in this area because the ground's soft, especially right now. It's so wet. It's so wet. Here's a flooded area that came out kind of like a small stream. You know, when I started off earlier, I was coming up from that way there, and that's when I went into the woods and started exploring in that way. So, all right, I'm going to work my way out of here, and we may go check another area out. Stay tuned, because I may have a, towards the end of this video, I may have a section where I like to talk and explain a few things. So stay tuned.